everybody says those vitamin C, those fizzy drinks are good for us, supporting our immune system at this time.
Try to join the dot to lock and block the rotting in the plot. I'm not a rocker, I'm a roller. I'ma take a mental stroll the day. I hold the day, roll the day. Let me think it over. Oh, you order.
good, everybody? And welcome to the live stream for Mission Students. We're so happy you're here today. We are going to be doing a few very, very special things that are not going to be featured in any other live stream you've ever seen before. So stick where you're at. Don't touch that dial, Mary. And we're going to be playing a little game I like to call Disney Trivia Crack!
I almost said track.
Nope. Disney Trivia
I
Crack.
just ruined the whole bit.
But before we start, I have a little question for everybody out there.
Some trivia about yourself.
Some self-trivia, Crack. It's like this. Here we go. What is your favorite Disney prince? You thought I was going to say princess. Nope. Prince. What's your favorite? Mine personally, Philip from Sleeping Beauty. That guy, straight gentleman. Love him.
Personally, Flynn Rider.
Ooh, the goatee.
Because-
Can't beat it.
He's the only one who's woke. He won't sing. He's boom.
I'm gonna cry.
The best.
He does
Literally
sing,
the
though.
best. We don't. But he's a good singer, so it doesn't matter. So make sure to put down what your favorite prince is.
All right, let's hear
in
some
the
answers.
chat so that we get to know.
So far, we have Kid, No,
the Frog Prince
and the Frog Prince. So you guys are really having a good time tonight. Oh, I don't know.
Aladdin. Good job,
Aladdin's fire.
Hayden. That's
okay,
a good
okay.
one.
Flynn Rider, all one word. Flynn Rider.
Mia, you said same, but about what?
About
what
everything.
did
She
you mean?
identifies with all.
She identifies with
Yes,
all the
Aladdin
princes?
is the best. I would like to point out that Aladdin is the only Disney prince to be permanently shirtless. So maybe that's a factor.
Steph, I like Flynn Rider too.
It's all. Why is it one word?
He spelled it
Flynn Rider.
wrong and made it one word,
It's a thought that counts.
but it's okay.
Robin Hood does not count as a prince, but Robin Hood's the G, man. You can't beat him.
Tupac.
Robs from the rich, gives to the poor, just like Tupac. All right, ready, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to start our actual game. So that was our warm-up. Here's our actual game. You're going to see a question on the screen. It's going to have A, B, C, D, probably, I don't know. And you are going to answer A, B, C, or D. Then the answer will be revealed. It's a pretty simple concept. Let's see it.
Boom. First question. In Beauty and the Beast, what is Beast's gift for Belle?
Ooh, yeah.
A. Letting her dad live with them. B. Her own library. C. Her own wing of the castle. D. Your mom.
D is a strong contender for me, personally. I don't...
Let's see what
okay.
you guys are going to say.
Ooh, here's one of my favorite answers. We got no. From Alex Washburn. Thank you, Alex.
What's up, Alex?
Oh, we got a
Such
B.
legend.
We got a B in the chat.
B.
Is
Her
that your
own
final answer?
library.
Is that your final answer?
I don't understand why that's an option. Because it was his library. So he was like, you get
seeing a lot of
access to
Bs
my
and a D.
library.
All right. Lance
So,
says B.
I
The answer has
say
been locked in.
E. None of them.
I say probably Z. Joe.
Mia said F. I really like it. But we'll tell you, the correct answer is B. There, you wanted to do a build-up, and I didn't catch
okay.
the drift. It's my
It's
bad.
fine, man. Who needs build-up? Build-up's for construction workers.
Yes,
All right.
people voting F. You're my favorite.
I gotta respect.
Because get an F in the chat.
Because we got F's in the chat. Oh, that's funny. Okay, next question. I will read it. In Lilo and Stitch, it is said that Ohana means what? A, you cute. B, friendship. C, family. Or D, your mom.
A. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie. I am getting a call right now. Who is this? Oh, hello? President John Wilkes Booth?
It is President John
It's
Wilkes
been so
Booth.
long. Oh my gosh, what's that? You're telling everyone to answer in the chat right now? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, well, I have to go. Bye, John. And don't go to a play anytime soon. Sorry, guys. That was
All
my
right, we've
good
got a
old
lot
buddy.
of C's.
Wow, that is a lot of
C's
C's.
so far.
I'm pretty sure the exact quote is, Ohana means John Wilkes Booth. Definitely come in handy. I guarantee.
And it will definitely improve with all the hours that you spend practicing your Stitch voice.
Just wait for your first date when she's like, I only like guys who can do Stitch voice. And you're like, well, today's your lucky day. It's going to be great. All right, next question. Maisie, hit us.
The correct
Oh,
answer
yeah.
was C.
Let's see. I see that you guys
In
have answered.
Wall E. Get it? Because letters connect. Segue. Anyway, in Wall-E, what is the name of the company responsible for trashing the Earth? We went from like the easiest question in the world to this really hard one.
Hey, it was the warm up. It's over now.
Okay, right. Now we're in full throttle. A, by and large. B, big and fat. C, shop and spend. D, your mom. Oh wait,
I think E is probably my answer.
what's E?
Wally. Got him. No,
E,
okay.
Wall.
Honestly, all of them are. It's a hard one. I'm seeing some shoots, some rips, some bruh. Can I get a
For
hunyas?
some reason, shop and spend sounds familiar to me. Let's see. We've got
I
a
know
lot
what
of
it is.
A's.
Should I say my guess? Because I know what it is.
We've got some D's.
It's E.
Guys, I think that's a good guess. It's E.
I
Oh,
like that.
stop it.
Okay, D, D, A, C, D, 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 D. Okay, I think it's
We've
time for
got
the
a
answer.
C.
Someone's spamming D in the chat.
All right, here's the answer, guys. Henry,
It's A, by and large.
you knew that like right off the top
So
of your
quick.
head. That was
I
really
love,
smart.
love that movie. It's so good. By and large. And their
Does
logo is
anyone
a B
else
and then tiny N. And then
Not like Wally.
For those of you who think it's boring
Daily
robots,
doesn't.
I think you're a
I
boring
don't like
robot.
Wally.
And you're a boring robot who
Please
doesn't know how to experience human
confirm
emotion. I'm not mad about it.
With me in the chat. Okay, next question. In Aladdin, speaking of Disney princes,
Heyo.
Princess
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine has what for a pet? Give you a hint. King. Wait, no. Blank king. Anyway, A, monkey. B, parrot. C,
Your mom? King?
tiger. D, your mom.
Wow. Wow. You really fed him that one. You fed him like they're
I wanted to
a
give
tiger.
a lot of hints, even though this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's a
Seen a lot of
monkey.
A's.
No, I'm just kidding.
Seen a lot of
I've
A's,
seen
seen
a
a lot
lot
of
of
C.
D's. That was a
I don't
joke.
know. Was Jen Oaks in Aladdin? My mom is pretty feisty.
Let's see. We've got some D's. You guys are the funniest.
D,
One
D,
of
D,
these
D.
times, it's not going to be your mom.
Only the
And that's
only-
going to be the
only
time
the
we
true
all
boys.
cry.
Only the true homies put D on all the answers.
Mission Students is commenting all of the answers. So, Mission Students,
you,
you are
Mission Students.
disqualified.
Wait, aren't we?
The live stream just ends right now.
Aren't we mission students? Okay, nothing happened, so I think we're fine. Anyway, all right, here we go. The answer is going to be revealed in 3, 2, 1. It's C. No build up, nothing.
C,
C. That's the answer.
tiger.
Welcome to life, kids.
Are
all
you
right?
going to ignore my brilliant...
C tiger.
Wait, guys.
I see. A
Henry, there was
tiger.
an ad.
Oh man.
I wanted to draw attention to it, even though Taylor was trying to skip it.
Dang it! I wanted
would've
to
been really
humiliate Taylor.
We
Or
can
we
do
could do our own ad.
ad.
Hi, my name's Henry. How many times has your sister not been able to turn around at the right cue? Well, I have the solution for you.
Hi,
A double
my name's
clap.
Maisie.
All
How
you have
many
to
times
do
have
is
your
double
sister
clap,
not
and
turned
your
around
sister
at the
will
right
turn around
cue?
at the exact
All
right
you have to
time.
do is double clap, and your sister will turn around right at the right time.
For only 17 payments of $13.99.
Hello.
Let's do
How
it.
many
Okay,
times have you?
Let's go to our next question. Next question is, what was the original title for The Lion King? A, King of the Jungle. B, Pride Rock. C, The Little Lion. Or D, Your Mom. Or E, Joe Mama. I added one.
Again with the like super easy question to like really hard.
I know it.
I have no clue.
It's E, Joe Mama.
Henry.
It was originally supposed to feature a single
E,
mother named
Tiger
Joe.
King.
Oh.
Thank you. Another reference to this media.
What was the ad? Dang it.
If you didn't hear that, someone just texted Taylor and asked him what the ad was.
This is so sad. Can we please get the answer of the ad in the chat?
That was prime moment.
getting a lot
okay,
of
we're
A.
getting a lot of D's yet again.
Friggin' Alex. All right, I'm getting D's, E's. Oh man, E. All
I
the
forgot
above.
the question. Steph, you're my favorite
Dude,
person right
Steph.
now. All of your comments have been top notch.
It was supposed to be a giant prank, but
Tyler
you're right,
says
Steph.
she knows. It's
The
A.
correct
Okay,
answer.
what's the right answer?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 3, 2, 1. A.
A.
I knew that actually.
You did? Henry's
did.
like a Disney buff. He knows everything.
So we did this for high school. We like did all the trivia, and I got first place. And Taylor told me he'd buy me a milkshake. The boys are not in my yard, is all I'm trying to say. At the end of the day. All right.
And even though I'm lactose intolerant, I also would like a milkshake. So can we please make that happen?
Maisie's only lactose intolerant when there's something gross with dairy in it. Change my mind.
That is so
She's an
true.
optional lactose intolerant person.
Aren't we all? If you're lactose intolerant,
Comment down below.
drop a cow emoji in the chat, and we will all just
I'm gonna like it.
vibe with our vegan snacks together.
Can't wait.
I know Mia is, because Mia's basically my twin. Okay, anyway, next question.
Can't wait.
What do the singing goddesses in Hercules call themselves?
A. Little ladies. B. Sirens.
C. The Muses. That's my
Or
interpretation.
D. Your mom.
I
Insert
get-
your mom's
I'm-
first and last name.
I make it too obvious.
I'm starting to think maybe. Okay, for this question, it's actually required. You have to enter your mom's first and last name and her credit card and the 3 numbers on the back, and you'll get the question right. So do that.
Yes.
That's a joke, guys.
If you do it, though, we would not be upset.
And I will
We've got a lot of
use it
C's,
for a friend.
maybe because someone
Jen Oaks
interpreted
in
the
chat.
lines, the answer so well. Thank you.
Dude, Jen Oaks, are you listening? Blink twice if you're listening.
Jen Oaks, Dynell, ooh, Keegan.
Oh,
Lauren.
Oh.
He's coming for you. I mean, we're coming for you
Jody,
because we are
heyo.
mission students.
All right, let's hear the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is the Muses.
The Muse. Oh, guys, best question of them all. Is this the? Dang it, he already saw. Is this the real Maui? Yes. No. Your mom. That's my favorite photo.
I hate you so
Ready?
much right now, Taylor. That's it. I'm gonna find the
See how
great
useful
picture of
it is.
Taylor
Wait,
now.
Henry,
Look
do
at
this.
What?
Maui.
Yeah? What?
It's
Moana
so
2.
useful.
Moana
Guys,
2, but with
I don't
Maui.
care what Daly says. Let me tell you what the right answer is. C. Your mom.
Oh, got him. I'm pulling up a great
Best
picture, Taylor.
question
Sure.
of the entire night.
Give me, Maisie, stall for me.
So, how are you guys doing?
Okay, done with stalling.
Dang it, I wanted to keep asking questions. No, Henry,
Look at
you
that
gotta
face.
show the rolled up pant legs.
Look at the rolled up
Taylor,
pant legs and that
only
face.
his calves get hot, guys. Don't worry.
One of his legs looks like it's missing.
Thank you. That's payback right there.
Taylor also lost a leg in quarantine, and you don't get to know whether that's true or not.
This is so
Trivia crack. Did Taylor lose his leg?
A, your mom. B, I love you. C, Joe. Or D. I think it's D, personally.
All right, wait, Henry, I'm gonna get your transportation.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on another sibling game time. Don't forget to order your own sibling clap. And we'll see you guys next time on another classic episode of whatever show this is.
Thank you
Bye,
for
everybody.
watching. Taylor, come in with your one leg.
Apparently I have one leg. I don't really know. That got so real. I don't even know what that was. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to Mission Students. Real quick, what I want you to do is, I don't know about you, but being quarantined in a way has made me miss many foods. So I want you to write right now what place you wish you could eat at right now. Like, where do you wish you could go eat? Do you wish you could go to Chick-fil-A? Do you wish that you could get some Olive Garden? You wish you could go to In-N-Out? Where do you wish that you could go eat? I think my answer would probably be, plot twist, Chick-fil-A, right? I'm just saying that would be good. Also, Spencer McKinsey's. If you would ever like to bribe me, I'm just saying, Spencer McKinsey's. You give me a gift card there, it would be awesome. That's what I would do. Alex, also to answer your question, I don't know what that ad was. So, great question. I don't know if anyone will ever know what that ad was, but It wasn't something that you want. Let me tell you that. That's what it wasn't. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome to Mission Students. This is our YouTube channel. If you have not already, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to start sounding like a YouTuber the more and more we do this, but make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you need to know whenever we drop a new video, or if a live stream, something happens to it, whenever we start a new live stream. So make sure you turn on those notifications. Like, you will see that this week we released a brand new video called Life Lessons with Levi. If you have not watched it, you need to check it out. In the midst of all the craziness, I had to go talk to one of my friends who is a life expert, and so you need to check that video out, watch it, and then also send us your questions, because we're going to talk to Levi again. So do you have questions about dating, about girls, boys? Do you have questions about money, finances, questions about how to make yourself irresistible? Levi will have the answers. So send us your questions and we'll ask them to Levi, except maybe that last one, you don't want to do that. But send them in and we will have a conversation with Levi around those things. Also, if you're new here, man, make sure you fill out a new student card. We're going to drop the link to that in the chat. It's just a way that you can stay connected to everything that's going on around here at Mission Students, because we got a lot of things that are happening. Like, tomorrow is actually week number 2 of Fortnite Friday. So if you logged on and hung out with us last week, make sure you do it again. We're going to get on Zoom first, and then we will jump in and play a huge game of Fortnite. Some people were in creator mode last week. Other people jumped into duos, like battle, all that sort of stuff. So we will do it again. So make sure you get on Zoom at noon tomorrow, and then we will split up into, hey, quiet on set. What is this? Some people, whatever. But make sure you log on to Zoom first. I have things being thrown at me, whatever. Make sure you log on to Zoom first, and then we will play Fortnite together. Also, you can send us your Epic Games gamer tag. It will be awesome. Also, Nick Drucker, just so you know, he's a scrub at Fortnite, but whatever. I'm just kidding, Nick. Whoa, chill. Also, next Tuesday, we will have middle school late afternoon live happening. A lot of you guys tuned in last week, and we got to hang out, play some games. Emily Drucker actually won a shake from In-N-Out, which Emily will be on your doorstep on Monday. So make sure you come and hang out with us next Tuesday on Zoom. We're going to play a bunch of games, and you will also have an opportunity to win an In-N-Out shake. And who doesn't want an In-N-Out shake right now more than ever? So make sure you tune in for middle school late afternoon live on Tuesday at 3 p.m. because it's going to be awesome. Well, tonight we're going to jump into a large group conversation looking at the Easter story. But what I need you to do real quick is I need you to grab something to write and take notes with. So if you need to grab a pencil, a piece of paper, a notebook paper, a sticky note, I don't know, write on your arm, something like that, because we're going to have you write and draw a couple things while we jump into our big group conversation. But make sure you grab something to draw with. And then at the end of the night, we will jump into our small groups. And so if you're new and don't know what group to go to, you can just hang out here on the chat and I will get you plugged into a group. But then also we'll drop all the links in the chat and you can go there as well. So, all right, grab something to write with. Hopefully we have stalled long enough. Grab a paper, grab a pen, and get ready. Because here we go. All right, let's do it. All right, well, before we jump in tonight, what I want you to do real quick is I want you to repeat this phrase after me. I also want you to write it down while we say it out loud. So while we're saying it, make sure you write it down. But it's this. It's that I matter to God, and that's all that matters to me. Let's say it together one more time. Ready? I matter to God, and that's all that matters to me. Ready? Third time's a charm. One more time. You might be sitting by your brother or your sister or your parents. Maybe they think you're weird or something like that, but that's fine. They're weird. So just say it under your breath one more time out loud. I matter to God, and that's all that matters to me. And man, I don't know if you believe that, but tonight we want to talk about a story that proves that that is true. That this story is actually kind of like an oxymoron. Have you ever heard of an oxymoron before? Maybe at school or something, you know, it's two words that go together that don't seem like they go together. Kind of like jumbo shrimp or freezer burn. I've actually got a list of my favorite oxymorons that I'm going to read out loud. And I want you, if you've heard any of these or if you've ever said any of these, I want you to write them down on your paper real quick. But oxymorons are things like found missing, unbiased opinion, amazingly awful, original copy, alone together, which ladies, If a guy ever asks you to be alone together, first of all, that's an oxymoron, and he is a moron, so you should run away. But also 2 words that don't contradict themselves are these: no purpling. Just saying, you should tell him that and run away. It'll be great. But oxymorons are things like old news, virtual reality, weirdly normal, Walking Dead, bittersweet, passive aggressive, random order, pretty ugly, growing smaller, big baby, Microsoft Works. And my favorite oxymoron, 2 words that don't go together, are cute pug. I'm just saying, that is 2 things that do not go together. But today what we're going to do is, the title of our story is kind of like the most epic oxymoron in all of human history. It's a story that has literally put its stamp on time. Like, the name of our town, Ventura, would not be the same without this story. And it's these 2 words that don't seem to go together. Good Friday. And I don't know if you know it, but tomorrow is actually Friday. And not just any Friday, it's the day that we celebrate called Good Friday, where we remember the horrendous, brutal, bloody death of Jesus Christ, God with skin on. And I mean, what in the world? Why could that be a Good Friday? Like, what is so good about Good Friday? I mean, I don't know if you've ever had a good day before, but that does not sound like a good day. And I don't know if you've ever had a bad day either. But real quick, what I want you to do is I want you to draw like a stick figure of you having a bad day. You know, maybe it's a frowny face or whatever. But maybe you think of a bad day or like your worst day ever. Maybe you think of something that you did or you said and you just thought, oh man, like I blew it, I messed it up. Maybe you had something happen to you on your worst day ever that was out of your control. Like my friend Drake, when we were in high school, Drake played baseball, and so he's in a summer league baseball game, and someone hit the ball straight up the middle. Whenever it went into the outfield, Drake ran over to second base to try to make a play at second, and the guy who was on first ran over to second base, slid with his cleats up, and just happened to be wearing metal cleats, and that metal cleat just happened to connect with Drake's knee, and ouch, he was out for the rest of the summer. His summer league baseball career was over. That's a bad day. And maybe you feel like you're in the midst of your bad days. You know, being away from your friends, alone, by yourself, cooped up with your family. Maybe your bad days are marked with sickness, disease, death. I mean, for some of us, our bad days are actually in the future. Not to be a Debbie Downer or anything. But the story that we're looking at tonight shows us 2 big things. And the first is that you matter to God. And the second thing is that God can take a bad thing and turn it into a good thing. And the way that we know that that is true is because of Good Friday. See, in John chapter 18, where our story begins, it's actually Thursday night, just like tonight. And Jesus is out in the garden that night when all of a sudden Judas, one of his followers, one of his friends, one of these guys that he had invested his life into for 3 years, he comes leading a group of soldiers who are all packed to the T, carrying swords and lanterns, all kinds of weapons, and they've come to take away Jesus. I mean, if you've ever been betrayed by somebody that you loved, if there's ever been someone that you trusted that turned their back on you, man, Jesus knows how that feels. And in John 18, verse 4, it says this: Jesus, knowing all that was about to happen to him. And don't miss that part. See, Jesus knew exactly what would happen, and he didn't turn away. He didn't run. He didn't hide. He chose to move forward with his Father's plan. He chose you. So Jesus, he goes out and he asks them, he says, who is it you want? Jesus of Nazareth, they reply. This group of 40 soldiers reply. And then Jesus says, I am he. And when he said, I am he, they drew back and they all fell to the ground. See, Jesus just talks to these guys and they fall to the ground. And I don't know what kind of picture you have of Jesus in your mind, but most of us, we usually picture him as some wimpy guy that's just trying to, to clean our life up. He's trying to keep us from having any fun. He's kind of this meek and mild maid that whenever we mess up, we just invite him into our life and then he cleans our life up and it's spit, spot, spit, like as good as can be. That's what we think about Jesus. But man, if you read the biographies about Jesus, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, what you'll see is that yes, he is a kind, caring, compassionate guy, but he's no meek and mild maid. Oh no, he is a king. And he is a king that chose to go to the cross. And don't miss this. Just at the words that were uttered from his mouth, these 40 soldiers fall to their knees. And so at this point in the story, Jesus' friend Peter, he gets a little bit angsty, so he pulls out a sword and cuts the ear off of one of the soldiers. And then Jesus says, put your sword away. Don't you realize that I could ask my Father for thousands of angels to protect us, and he would send them instantly? Don't miss this. Jesus could have escaped. Jesus could have protected himself.
But Jesus chose what was about to happen. So this group of 40 soldiers, they bound Jesus up and they lead him off into the night to these two bogus trials that are about to happen. And one is in front of the Pharisees, the religious rulers of the day, and they kind of mock and make fun of Jesus and then end up slapping, beating him, spitting on his face. And then they take him to another bogus trial in front of Pilate, the governor of the day. And then Pilate sentences for Jesus to be flogged and crucified. And whenever someone was flogged, it meant that Jesus would have been tied to a pillar or column in such a way where their back, the skin on their back would have been stretched and exposed. And then soldiers, they would have used this whip called the cat of nine tails, which was specifically made for this very form of torture because it had 9 leather strips on it. And at the end of the strips, there would be chunks of bone, glass, rock that would stick into the side of the victim and then would rip off the flesh. Like it would literally fillet the flesh off the victim. And these big, burly, brutal soldiers, they would take like a 6-foot running start and then whack their victim with the whip, and it would whip around their back and peel the flesh off the back of their person. Ribs would have been revealed. Organs would burst open. And these men were so skilled at their craft that they could get a person within an inch of their life. And Jesus, man, God with skin on, chose this for you and for me. And so after they finished flogging Jesus, the soldiers, they got together and they twisted this like crown of thorns and they shoved it onto his head, and they put like this fake phony cloak over his shoulders, and they paraded Jesus through the city streets saying, "Hail the King of the Jews," while they spit on him and mocked him and beat him and pushed him all the way to Golgotha, the place where they would crucify him, the place of the skull. And once they got to Golgotha, then the crucifixion would have started. And the beam was fitted underneath the back of Jesus. And then on each side, soldiers would have knelt on the inside of his elbows. And Jesus gave no resistance and said nothing, but groaned as he fell back on his back. In the back of his head, the thorns pressed into his skull. And once it began, the matter was handled quickly and efficiently. With his right hand, the executioner would have probed Jesus' wrist to find the little hollow spot right underneath where the lifeline would have ended. And then he would grab one of the square nails from his teeth and would have held it to the wrist, then raised the hammer over the nail and brought it down with force. And then 2 soldiers, they each grabbed the inside of the crossbeam and lifted. And as they pulled up, they dragged Jesus by the wrist and lifted him up until his feet were off the ground. And with every breath he groaned, his body writhed in pain, and his arms are now in a V position, and Jesus became aware of 2 unendurable circumstances. The first is that the pain in his wrist was beyond bearing, and that muscle cramps knotted his forearms and upper arms and the pads of his soldiers. And the second was that his pectoral muscles at the side of his chest were momentarily paralyzed. This induced him in an involuntary panic, so he found that he could draw air into his lungs, but he was powerless to exhale. And so this went on for hours and hours. Man, and as Jesus finally breathed one of his last breaths, he uttered the words, "It is finished." And then Jesus, an innocent man, God with skin on, God in flesh, breathed his last breath and died. Good Friday. I mean, what could be so good about this? See, Friday was like the worst day ever. On Friday, man, hope was lost. On Friday, death won. On Friday, his friends were defeated. On Friday, the movement stopped moving. On Friday, fear ran rampant. On Friday, there seemed to be no way to fix what had been broken. On Friday, it seemed like there was no way to be in a right relationship with God. But you know what happened a few days later? On Sunday? Man, Jesus, the King on a cross, rose from the dead. See, on Friday, man, everyone thought that hope was lost. But on Sunday, man, hope was found. See, on Friday, it seemed like there was no good, but on Sunday, there was the ultimate good. On Friday, death had won. On Sunday, death was defeated. On Friday, fear ran rampant, but on Sunday, fear fled. On Friday, the brokenness seemed permanent, but on Sunday, the brokenness melted away. On Friday, there seemed to be no way, but on Sunday, man, there was a way. And a way for what? A way for you and me to be right with God. In Ephesians 1, it says, because of the sacrifice of the Messiah, his blood poured out on the altar of the cross, we are a free people, free of penalties, free of punishments, chalked up by all of our misdeeds, and not just barely free either. Oh no, we are abundantly free. See, all other religions are about you somehow earning or achieving your way to right standing with God. But Good Friday, man, Good Friday shows that God chose us. See, you could never earn right standing with God, and you never will be able to. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past, what you're doing in your present, or what you'll do in the future, man. God chose you. And Good Friday is the reminder that God chose us. And did you catch the other oxymoron in the story? Man, it's a king on a cross. I mean, what kind of king does that? What kind of king willingly lays down their life, puts down their position, and dies a death that they don't deserve? What kind of king dies a death in order that his people can get something that they don't deserve? I'll tell you who. Jesus, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, God with skin on, did that. And the truth is, man, you matter to him. But you have to choose if that matters to you. And this isn't some meek maid who is up on a cross who's asking you to please follow me. Oh no, this is a powerful king on a cross who is inviting you to follow after him. And you might be in the midst of a Friday moment. But man, let me tell you, Sunday is coming. Listen to what a guy named Paul said. He said, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. See, God can bring good from bad. My friend Drake, that was out for the rest of the summer playing baseball, you know what happened to him? Well, that summer, he went to a bunch of camps, invested his life in a bunch of different people, and heard for the very first time, or maybe he understood for the very first time, that he mattered to God. And that summer, he chose that that was all that mattered to him. And now if you walk into the office where he works, he's got this bloody pair of baseball pants hanging up behind him because it's the reminder that his worst day, what seemed like his worst day, was actually his best day. Because God can bring good things from bad things. See, it might be Friday. It might feel like it is your worst day, your darkest hour. It might feel like there is no way that God cares about or would choose you. But man, Sunday is coming. And the truth is that you matter to God. But is that all that matters to you? And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight in groups. But before we head that way, I just want us to repeat that one more time. That phrase that we said at the very beginning. Let's repeat it together one more time. I matter to God. And that's all that matters to me. Man, and the God of the universe, the God that took your place on the cross, the God that made a way where there was no way for us to have a relationship with him, man, he wants to use whatever bad thing has happened, and he wants to bring some good from bad. So let's pray together, and then we're going to head to groups. God, we just thank you just for loving us and caring for us. God, we thank you for the reminder that on Good Friday, man, you chose us. God, I pray that we would maybe tonight have some conversations about other things that we've been choosing. God, I pray that tonight you would help us to be reminded of just the extravagant love that you have for us and the extremes that you went to show it. God, we're so grateful that we can have a right relationship with you and that through Jesus, God, you made a way where it seemed like there was no way. God, the truth is some of us, man, we are in some of our worst, our darkest days, and we feel like there is no way that good could come from this. And so, God, I pray that you would remind us, God, that you would use this story to give us hope. God, that you would give us this story to remind us, man, that you chose us, God, and that you have not left us, you've not bailed on us, but God, that you are for us. And God, we just love you so much, and in your name we pray. Amen.
All right, everybody, we're going to head to our groups now. So if you need to get plugged into a group or need some help, just let me know and I will get you plugged in a group. We are turning the chat back on right now and we'll send your group links in there. So just jump on and let me know if you need help. If you already know your group link, then you can go ahead and head to your group. But let's go ahead. Head that way. Don't forget, Fortnite Friday is tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Even if you don't play Fortnite, just come hang out with us. It'll be awesome. And then you don't want to miss Tuesday, middle school, late afternoon, live. That's always a good time. Hi, Braden Cohort. How's it going? All right. Head that way. Head to your group. Bye, Braden. Head that way. Also, follow us on Instagram. If you have Instagram, you'll get a follow back. Who doesn't like a follow back? That's always good. And we got lots of good stuff coming out on Instagram too. And make sure, like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on YouTube. That way you get all the updates when anything pops up. But go ahead, head to your group. We are going to head that way right now. Virtual Zoom groups. If you need help getting plugged in, you can jump on right now and let me know, and I will help you get plugged in. Just me and you hanging out. Hi, Russell. Russell, the chat is turned on now. I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, it's Russell and he wants the chat on. Psh, it is on, Russell. Come on. Remember, tomorrow, Fortnite Friday, gonna be awesome. We will see you there tomorrow. All right, guys, we are going to shut down the live stream. Hopefully you're in your group. If you need help getting in a group, this is your last chance. Speak now or forever. I guess don't be in a group, which is lame. You know, I mean, why be here and not be in a group? Come on. Come on. All right, we are shutting it down in 3, 2. Make sure you're back here next week. Another week of middle school live. Coming right at you. Gonna be awesome. Big things in store. I think it'll be the best one next. You never know what's gonna happen and what we're gonna roll out. So you don't want to miss it. Also, Russell said, now I made him look like a fool. Well, plot twist, Russell. You made yourself look like a fool. Just saying. All right, guys. We will see you in just a little bit.